2 episodes in with the new team. I haven't even looked for a new job. I'm here for the long haul. I'm very interested in staying here for quite a while. The board, on the other hand, almost weren't on the same page as me, which would have been a shame, because I've brought back an old face. Welcome back. Club 4, Episode 2. We've gone through the January transfer window. We're almost in the middle of March, so I might be able to show you our youth intake during this episode as well. I think, to be fair, I'm probably going to cut it down to just the one game, because I've got quite a few things I need to talk to you about. We are, as you can see, doing pretty goddamn well in the league. We've dragged ourselves up into the promotion playoff slots, which is what was expected from us. We're playing Almayer, who were one position ahead of us. That'll be an important game for us this season. And we've made quite a few transfers. But before we jump into all that, if you could do me the favour of liking, subscribing, show your support on the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll go over to the fixtures now. So, since you were last with me, we played Helmand Sport and we joined the club. I've played 6 games in the league since then, winning 5 and losing only 1. So we played Canberra, who were a team in the top 2 at the point. I always thought that their badge had been like redacted, because there's just random black bits on there, and I'm not 100% sure why. They've got a pretty funky away shirt though. I'm on board with that. So yeah, played them, beat them relatively comfortably. Owusu scoring 2 headers on the back post. It's a little bit of a stinky tactic. I'm a big fan. He then got injured. Amika Friday went over onto that right wing, did the same. We beat Ajax Young 3-1. Amika again coming up at the back post with a header in the 29th. Jan Dander scoring a penalty to finish off the game. Unfortunately, then we did lose to Roda because their goal scorer, the striker, just had a mad 10 minutes, scored a hat-trick, and then kind of nothing else happened. We played Emmen, who I believe were second at the time. Just good performance. Really good goal from Dander here, which you might see at the end of the season for goal of the season. Should we show it you now? Do you know what? I'm going to treat you. I'll show it you now. I wasn't intending to do this at all, but why ever not? So Van Buren makes a throw. Puts it to Kishner. Ball all the way to the back post. Dander on the volley. In off the crossbar. It just is a bit good. Look at the state of it. I am a big fan of that goal. He almost got himself straight into my first team with that. And then we followed that up with a game against Venlo. Too many V's in that name. Beat him 2-1. Away from home. They had an 89th minute equaliser, or so they thought, before Shahaj popped up in injury time to win the game. So as I say, we are now playing Almere, who are 5th, which is concerning because one of our youngsters has taken it upon himself to leave us and go and join him at the end of the season. I am livid. I don't know why he's done it. Couldn't tell you. But he's gone. So he's dead to me. We've made a few other transfers. I mentioned to you that we had Friday. Sold him. Gone. 950k. He went to Minnesota. There was a few others that went. I'm not sure who we sold, who we didn't. I sold out a few loanees. And then, like, all of these guys went out of contract. So I was just like, have them. Any money, just take them. Starring went to Canberra for 20k. Nick Behrens went for 6. Lee Sam went to Eindhoven for 10. And Ponson went to Roda for 6. So there's 2 guys that have gone to Roda. And for the eagle-eyed amongst us, and for the fact that I mentioned it in the start, we've signed Castro. 750k. He didn't even have a release clause because that was relevant to teams in Portugal, which, needless to say, we aren't in Portugal. So he came over to us for 750k. He's currently worth between 600 and 3.1 million. So we make him money straight off the bat. It's still insisting that he's a winger when he clearly isn't. He's going to be playing in this holding mid role. He has been out injured for a little while, so he's due back. Hopefully for this game we can give him half of it at least. It's all good. I'm happy to see him join us. So we did have a takeover. Your man put in 1.2 million straight into the coffers, whatever you call them. Buzzing. I was over the moon when I read that. And then I scrolled down slightly and read the next line. It was Always my intention to appoint a new manager following the takeover, and a decision on your future will be taken shortly. Well, that was concerning. That was as of the 27th of Feb. So at that point, we were just about to play Emmen. We just lost against Roda. So I was thinking if we drop points against Emmen or Venlo, I probably would have been finding a new team this episode. Which even by my standards is incredibly short. So fortunately that didn't happen. And after the most recent game, he has come back saying he's been impressed by the support for our management at the club and has been persuaded to allow us to remain in charge. Beautiful. Obviously wasn't support from the players because they dislike me for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's probably because I tried to sell half of them and only half of that half actually left. So Shahaj isn't a big fan, and 9 players agree with him. How do I find the hierarchy? There it is. See, pretty much everyone dislikes me, and the 3 people that do like me are very uninfluential in the team. So that's not brilliant. Our team to play Almere City is Koopmans in goal, Leleveld, gonna have to sell him, Avadongo and Van Buren at centre back, and then we have Adrian at left back. Castro at the base of the 3 with Klaas and Hay in front of him. We have Owusu out on the right as our wide target man. Wide target forward. Krishna on the left, and then Shahaj as our striker. Few fitness issues. So both of our centre mids and our right winger can only play 75 minutes, which isn't fantastic. I'm having a little butcher to see if there's anyone that I can scoot in. So we have a left back on the bench. Yeah, so what we're probably going to have to do is bring Callaghan for Adrian, swap him out for Castro, and bring Danda in for Hare, and then probably Callan in for Owusu. I might make all 3 of those at half time. So a win in this game could see us. Oh no, it will see us because we're the only team playing. It will see us move to about 3rd, which could be very important. Obviously, when you take into account the B teams that are in the division, it may be enough to see us scoot goalkeeper. Okay, we got away with it. Maybe enough to see us move ourselves into those little green positions and the automatic promotion slots, which is what we're going for. Shahaj somehow has managed to bring that down. Owusu into class, through to Shahaj. He's got his man. Oh no, he's hit the side netting. I honestly don't know how we got away with that absolute mess at the back then. Hay has a free kick on the right. He's gone for it. Oh, and he's pulled a save out the goalkeeper, was that? Shahaj's shot gone back to him. He's kicked it at the man in front of him twice. Kadusic was the throw in on the right. Lazare, Conde, into Smeets. Out to Arp. Is that? That's probably not that Jan Fett Arp, or whatever his name is, the fella from Bayern. I'll have a little butchers. Lazare's out on the right for Almayer. I'm going to be a little bit concerned for him if it is Arp, because he's supposed to be, what's this, 2 or 3 years in the future? If that, I think it's further. He should be getting towards his prime, not playing in the Dutch second tier. Kadusic out on the right-hand side. Back to Van Herven. Back again to Conde. We're good if we can get possession, guys. One's in yellow. Do you want to get the ball? Back post. Headed away. Hey. Oh, no, he's immediately passed it away. Good of him. Conde scoops it over to Lazar. He's put it across the face of the box. And Jonas Arveiler has scored. He's 12th of the season. I don't want to see that. We've got the ball on the centre circle, near enough. Castro back to Van Buren, back into Castro, Klaas, and then out to Owusu on the right. Bangura does manage to make the interception and get it back to his goalie. Sherpen looked like he was having some sort of a fit, but he kicked it away. Oh, it's through to Kishna on the back post. Oh, and he's hit the crossbar. That looked like that went through the net, that did. We are edging our way towards half-time, and as soon as I started speaking, a highlight arrived. It's been lumped forward, aimlessly, and Lazare's picked up the ball for Almayer. Van Herven, he does have a man overlapping on the right, doesn't fancy using him. Arp through the middle, and it is now 2-0, and it is fate Arp. What's he doing in this tier? Last year's Football Manager, he was a madness. Now, it's just a bit naff, by the looks of this. Needless to say, I'm going to try and sign him. Here's me criticising them for not using the winger. They didn't need to, because my right back apparently was asleep. because his name's so hard to pronounce. That makes perfect sense. We've got a highlight straight off the bat. It's still not half time. Adrian out on the left. Knocks it forward. He's got a bit of space in front of him. Is he going to get it over to Owusu on the back post? No, back to Class. Oh, and we've lost possession again. This isn't the team I've been watching for the last 7 games. It just isn't. What are they doing? I know we're playing against one of the better teams in the league, but this is unnecessary. Goalie. I love that. Absolutely no messing about from our defender then. Nearly killed someone in the crowd with that clearance. Conde with a corner towards the near post, and it's headed over. Half time does see pretty even stats. They've had the better chances, but we've just not been very good at all, so I'm going to tell them that. Send them back out for the second half. The win does, however, put Almere back top of the league. We don't want to be seeing that. So, Hay gets the ball to the back post. Class. Oh, and Castro heads it over. It was like 2 yards out. We need to make those subs. It's 60 minutes. Okay, so we'll make the 3 subs we were talking about before the game. We know exactly what we're going to do, so I'm not even going to look at what I'm doing. Callan, bring you on. Swap these 2 over. You now need to go as an inverted winger. Whenever you want. There we go. As do you, Callan. Come on, Callan. Hay needs to come out for Danda. And the left back was Calais for Castro. I'm going to move us to positive because we've just not been good enough. And we'll see how these new players get on with the rest of their team. For the last, 20 minutes? We have a free kick. Danda puts it towards the bar. Oh, it's a pen, surely? Okay, refs awarding the pen. Beautiful. Is it Danda stepping over it? It is. Scored a pretty nice pen. That goal is massive. Doesn't matter. You can be as tall as you want. You went saving it. I do need to know how tall you are, though. He looks absolutely huge. 6'8". He is huge. But I thought he was 6'10". Then I realised it was just his technique was 6'2", 6'8" is unnecessary. He's huge. I don't know what this highlight is. I assume it's just because I had the tactics screen open. So if I disappear in a second, you'll know it was Naf. Danda puts you back to Avadongo. Adrian back to his centre-back partner in Van Buren. I kind of want to make a 5 or at least a 3 at the back formation because I just like a 3 at the back. Just don't know what to do with it or how to do it. Into the last 5 minutes now. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of it. I will shout at them again because it gave them all nice little green faces earlier. Disappointing. Disappointing, to say the least. With the fact that we're coming up to the Christmas holidays. Actually, it's already happened. I'm releasing this. If all goes to plan, on Boxing Day, I've just realised. I'm thinking I'll come back for the last game or 2 of the season, dependent on what we can kind of do with that. If there's a chance that we can secure ourselves an automatic promotion before that, which I know I'm being ambitious, but everyone's still quite close together. If there's a chance that I can secure that, then I'll come back for that. Otherwise, we'll be back for the last few games of the season. And then the playoffs. See what we can do in them. But I am awfully pleased with how this has been going. If you're enjoying it as well, as I said, like, subscribe earlier. Even have a look on screen now. There should be some more items for you to click on if you want to carry on. But thank you for your time. And it's been a treat, haven't you?